Oh, hey, Nolan.
Oh, hey Eddie. Did you hear that Hoots has been wandering the halls lately?
That makes sense. He hasn't been at any games or events recently.
Someone in my English class swears they saw a flash from Blue Wing, but then he just turned and went the other way.
Oh, really? The same person that said Tina Fey, the creator of Mean Girls, was going to supervise our play of Mean Girls?
The same person who said that some scouts from Netflix were going to come over here to Burris and see if any of us had the talent to be on one of their shows.
That person? Maybe you're right. Why would Hoots even be wandering the halls anyways?
Guys, I'm telling you, I saw Hoots' wing.
When you saw a pink guard enter the gym?
Okay, look. I might have been a little inaccurate about my previous sightings, but I swear, this time I saw Hoots.
Wow, what was that?
You were saying?
Fine, I believe you.
Anyone else want to find out why he's wandering around? Go look for Hoots, everybody. Hoots, where are you? Check on classes? Hoots, have you been trying to check on classes?
Do you need help opening doors?
Oh, I have the key for that.
Welcome to News in a Flash.
I'm Kat.
And I'm Chloe.
Today's episode, we will be covering Trunk or Treat, plays, homecoming, and more.
Boo! Did I get you? It's officially spooky season, owls, and you know what that means. Trunk or Treat is creeping up on October 24th. Want to join the fun? All you have to do is fill out the Google form posted on Burris Broadcast social media. But hurry! Only the first 25 people to sign up will lock in a parking spot and a ticket to participate. We can't wait to see your spectacular costumes and hauntingly creative trunks. See you there, if you dare. Now back to Nolan with sports.
Our girls volleyball is having a great season so far, accumulating a record of 16-4 and winning their last 4 matches against Seton Catholic, Eastbrook, Frankton, and Winchester. Their next match will be held this Friday away at Newcastle. Our boys tennis team has had an amazing season this year, winning their 12th annual OWL invite and totaling a record of 12-4 in the season, breaking the school record. Their next match will be sectionals today away against Delta.
Mark your calendars. Harvest Fest is happening on October 24th, and you don't want to miss it. Join us for an unforgettable night of games, prizes, and school spirit as each grade brings the fun with creative booths, wild games, and tasty treats, all to help raise money for class projects and events. Here's how it works. Grab your tickets at the door, then use them to play games, take part in awesome activities, and win cool prizes. Seriously, you could walk away with something epic. Bring your friends, bring your family, and come support Burris while having the time of your life. See you at Harvest Fest.
Hi, and welcome to Now You Know with Nico, the show where I teach you how to do things that might be helpful, or they might not. I'm your host, Nico Hammond. On today's episode, I'll be teaching you how to sew up holes in your clothes, because don't you hate it when that happens? Now, step 1 is going to be the bane of your existence at first, but you'll get it. Once you have it turned inside out, you want to find the part you're going to sew up and take your needle that you did not lose, and you're just going to poke it into the side where that little place is. After you have that done, thread it through, take it and loop it around in this little part, and take your needle and do that, giving you this little stitch right here. Hopefully you can see this. I'm very sorry if you can't. Then you're just gonna basically repeat that process on your entire garment, except when you do that, you make a little loop in between each stitch and go through that loop instead. Rinse, repeat. It's not the most fantastic thing you've ever seen, but it's gonna work. Now you know with Nico. Don't lose your Nico.
The Burris Theater Department is excited to kick off the school year with their annual fall plays, and this time you're getting 2 featured productions. First up is The Girl Who Was Asked to Turn Blue, the story of a 16-year-old Tracy Logan who suddenly finds herself in a strange world where everyone has blue skin, wears blue clothes, and goes by numbers instead of names. As Tracy navigates this mysterious world, she's faced with a powerful question. Should she change who she is to fit in? Next is If Sherlock Holmes Was a Girl, a fun and clever twist on a classic detective story. Follow Shirley Holmes, a sharp, imaginative girl who lives her life solving mysteries just like her hero, Sherlock Holmes. Stay tuned for official show dates and times coming soon. We can't wait to see you in the audience as Burris Theater brings these exciting stories to life on stage this fall.
Welcome, Owls. Here are the upcoming events for the next 2 weeks. On Friday, October 3rd, boys varsity soccer is playing at Wapahani High School at 5 p.m. Girls varsity soccer is playing against Wapahani at home starting at 5 p.m. On October 4th, boys varsity cross country and middle school cross country are both at Winchester, and their events start at 9 a.m. Varsity girls volleyball is playing at Elkhart starting at 10 a.m. And on Monday, October 6th, boys varsity soccer is playing the first game of the sectionals at home. On Tuesday, October 7th, high school girls volleyball is playing against Muncie Central at home starting at 6 p.m. On Wednesday, October 8th, boys varsity soccer is playing the second game of sectionals at home starting at 5:30. And high school girls volleyball is playing at Pendleton Heights starting at 6 p.m. On October 9th, girls varsity soccer is playing their first sectionals game at home starting at 7 p.m. on Friday. October 10th, boys varsity soccer is playing the sectional championship game at home starting at 7. On Saturday, October 11th, high school girls volleyball is playing at Yorktown High School at 10 a.m. and girls varsity soccer is playing their sectional championship game at 1 p.m. Go Owls!
Ball State Homecoming is right around the corner, and we're excited to announce that the Burris Marching Band will once again be part of this parade. This marks only the second time our marching band has performed at this event, and they've been putting in countless hours of practice, perfecting their steps, their music, and their performance. Let's cheer them on as they represent Burris with pride. The parade takes place on October 18th, so be sure to come out and support our Owls. Go Burris!
Welcome back to Comics with Abe and Corson. Today we'll go through 3 of our favorite comic book stories.
For my first pick, I pick Beta Ray Bill, Argent Star. It's a story about Beta Ray Bill, an alien who has the powers of Thor and looks like a horse. He's depressed, though, because he lost his hammer that allowed him to look normal instead of like a horse. So he leaves Asgard to go on a sentient ship, Scuttlebutt, which is pretty much his best friend. Then he goes and fights a really cool fire monster, and it looks awesome. It's one of my favorite stories to read.
My first pick is Days of Future Past. In this comic, the X-Men are in a post-apocalyptic future run by Sentinels, who are giant murderous robots. And Kitty Pryde has to go back in time to stop the event that triggered this future. I love this story and limited myself to one X-Men story as it is my favorite series. And I was torn between this, Mutant Massacre, and Weapon X. This is a harrowing, exciting, and cautionary metaphor for discrimination and real historical events.
My second pick is Robin War. The book is about a bunch of teenagers calling themselves Robin, being vigilantes. But obviously, that's a problem. So they make the Robin laws so they can't do that. Then the actual Robins come and help them because they didn't like the law. I really like this story and all the Robins, and I think it's especially cool because it's the debut of Duke Thomas, who was a really cool character.
Daredevil Yellow is my next pick. It's a retelling of Matt Murdock's origin story through the lens of him writing a love letter to his former girlfriend. It's a really chill book despite having some tough moments, and is really well written and has great art.
Fantastic Four Full Circle is my last pick, and it is a book written and illustrated by Alex Ross, and I really like it because of this. His style matches the tone of the Fantastic Four, and it's really cool that he was able to write and illustrate the book.
For my last pick, I tried to think of my favorite Star Wars comic and decided on Crimson Empire. This takes place after the Battle of Endor, where the Emperor was thought to be dead. It focuses on Kir Kanos, who is one of the Emperor's royal guards, who is upset with the way his former guard mate is taking over the Empire. It is a very exciting fight and a great one for any Star Wars fan. Let us know if you pick any of these comics, and we hope you enjoyed this episode.
We'll read you later.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of News in a Flash. Bye-bye!